Hey, welcome to the first segment of Mike the Sports Guy. What I think. It's about 1:30 in the morning and I'm kind of tired, so it's going to be short. I was going to try to make it short and sweet anyway. Finally got my son bed again. He woke up while I was checking the Mike's Organic Living videos that took forever to upload earlier, that I shot earlier today. Me and the dudes for a while. I can't believe for the last couple of years since I should had the ability to do this, I really should have been taking advantage of this venue. But anyway, welcome to Mike the Sports Guy. You know, I've been around sports a long time. I had a store for almost 20 years, collectibles and sports memorabilia. Made a lot of predictions. Very high percentage of them came true, but only a small handful of people knew them. Almost nobody knows that in 1984, before the season started, I predicted that the Detroit Tigers would win the whole thing, that they would go all the way, and that they would play the San Diego Padres in the World Series and win. They did. Did not bet too much on that, but I did predict that. That's one of my better ones, but I've had some other good ones, but I'm not going to talk about the past now. But let's just say I wish I'd made some predictions the last couple of months. Threw a few things out there on Facebook, but I wish I had done some of this video on YouTube. So, first installment of Mike Sports Guy, what I think. Let's talk about Peyton Manning and where he's going to end up. I figured this was going to happen. You know, the Colts do have to rebuild. They got to think about 10, 15 years from now. Peyton may be very good for another 3 or 4 years, possibly. But then after that, you know, so that's, you know, I can't blame the Andrew Luck. I mean, his dad was a pretty good quarterback, and he looks like the real deal. So, but let's talk about where Eli, my man Eli, 2 Super Bowls, baby. That's a whole nother thing. But where's Peyton going to end up? First of all, he'll have endorsements. He has more than he knows what to do with right now. So, the lure of going to a big city, going to New York, or San Francisco, or, you know, LA, or West Coast, whatever, doesn't really have much appeal to him. Good organization. Now, the year before Eli Manning was drafted and the Giants made sure they got him, not the year before, but the year before Peyton Manning did come out, when he decided to stay another year in college, the New York Jets would have had the first pick. And I believe they had the first pick in the upcoming draft. Archie Manning did not want his son going to New York, didn't want him going to the Jets, and didn't want him going to New York. Peyton's a very good guy, hard worker and everything. Maybe not as tough-skinned, as thick-skinned as his younger brother Eli. They were pretty sure he did not they did not want him in New York. The press might have eaten him alive the first couple of years. And at that point, the Jets were a mess anyway. Eli, different story. Giants class organization. And they did not want him going to San Diego. I also think, however, which I don't think has ever really been discussed, those of you that follow tennis at all may remember early on when the Williams sisters were playing early in their careers, their dad did not let them play each other. If they were going to meet in a quarterfinal match or semifinal match, what have you, one of them would always withdraw, forfeit. He wouldn't let them play. I think at some point they were like, Dad, you know, this is ridiculous, you know, we want to play each other, you know, this doesn't look good. So, and for a while it was one sister was on top and then the other, kind of went back and forth. But I think that one of the reasons Eli Manning ended up with the Giants, not San Diego, besides anything about the organizations, was Peyton's already in the AFC. He didn't want Eli in the AFC, he wanted Eli in the NFC. So that, except for maybe once every 4 years, they can only meet each other in the Super Bowl. You know, not twice every year if they were in the same division, or at least once a year, you know, conference thing, whatever. So I really think that was a big factor also in Eli going to NFC, going to the Giants. So conversely now, I don't believe there's any way, I personally don't believe Peyton Manning is going to go to an NFC team. which rules out San Francisco 49ers, who got to the championship game. But I think they think right now maybe their quarterback, Alex Smith, I believe his name is not going to get them to that last. He just, he's good, but he may not be elite. And that word's been thrown around a lot this year after the Michael K interview with Eli Manning early on. But I don't believe he's going to San Francisco. I don't believe he's going to any NFC team. There's a couple other possibilities. Don't think it's going to happen. So that leaves the New York Jets. Interesting possibility. No, it's AFC. So I'm sorry. Yes, it is AFC. Excuse me, I'm getting a little confused. Almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Same stadium as brother. Now there's pros and cons. It might be kind of fun for the two of them. Possibly. Same stadium. It might be a little weird, but, they do tend to play each other once in the preseason every year, though, so I don't know if they want to do that either. And God forbid one of them gets hurt in that game, the other one's going to have a hell of a lot of guilt, and Mom's not going to be happy. Mama Manning's not going to be happy, so. And frankly, right now, the Jets are a mess. Rex, you're an interesting guy. I love you. It kind of got away from you this past season, and there's a lot of dissension in that locker room. It's a mess right now. Don't believe there's any way that Peyton's going to come to that mess right now. So forget the Redskins in the NFC. That's the other team. I was trying to remember. Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers are the leading NFC teams that are going to go after him. I don't think he's going to go to the Jets, although he's playing in the same stadium as Eli, being the same tri-state, intriguing. I think he's going to Miami Dolphins. That's what I'm going to say right now. I'm going to go out, and I don't think it's really going out on a limb. I'm sure I'm not the only one who said that, but I don't know if anyone else has brought up the NFC thing, that I don't think Archie wants his sons playing in the same conference, where they might play each other twice a year, or every year, and certainly Jets-Giants, they play every year in the preseason. And now you're not going to play both the Mannings in that game. So, process elimination, and a lot of other factors. Miami, I think, is a team on the come. They're a team on the rise. Patriots, although they're a solid organization, we see they keep getting back there. They're not the powerhouse they once were, even though they went 14-2. I don't think they had nearly as tough a schedule as the Giants had. Giants were much more battle-proven, even though they had a worse record. They had a much tougher schedule. They were playing teams like the New Orleans Saints, Green Bay, San Francisco 49ers in regular season. So that's it. That's all I'm going to deal with on this one, this particular first installment of Mike the Sports Guy. My prediction, Peyton Manning is going to sign with the Miami Dolphins. A lot of people have fun in Miami. He can do some endorsements if he wants, may not. The weather's nice. He might like that. It's a short flight to New York if he wants to visit Eli. Short flight to visit his folks. Again, a team that may be on the come, and a team that at most will play the Giants in the regular season once every 4 years. The only other way they're going to meet is in the Super Bowl. And then, all bets are off. So, again, at the risk of repeating myself, just you can write it down here. Mike the Sports Guy says Peyton Manning signing with the Miami Dolphins. If he doesn't, well, maybe you should listen to me, but that's my prediction. That's where I'm going with. Now it's on the record. And there'll be more of these. Going to talk about how much I like Mark Cuban and how happy I was for him last year, but that's going to be another segment. Not sure if I'm going to film that tonight because it's getting late, but maybe I will. But for now, this is Mike the Sports Guy saying you can take that to the bank, but don't take it to the bank because it's not my money, it's yours. So, but you heard it here. Mike the Sports Guy, Peyton Manning signed with Miami Dolphins. That's it for this segment. There will be many more. Have a good one. And be sure to check out the Mike's Organic Living segments. And, of course, my good buddy Captain Mike's Cheesy Pirate videos if you want a couple of good laughs. And Music Man Mike is going to be coming up with some stuff very soon I think you're going to like. So, have a good one.